We got our stuff planted. Now on the way home I'm going to take you by some fields and show you that there's no exact science on field preparation, row spacing, or whatever. Every farmer goes at it in a different fashion. So let's go on that little journey. Okay, I know it's a little windy out. Here was that cornfield that was planted 2 weeks ago. You can see the corn has germinated up through there. And those, you know, that's pretty intense. You can see the burn down now on the weeds. And like I say, I hate that wind, but you can see the burn down and you can see the corn coming up through there. That's no-till plowing 101 right there, or no-till planting 101. Here's another deal. This is a 30-inch row. My planter plants 38. You'd get more corn per acre that way. A lot of trash on there, but it's all, where the sprayer sprayed, it's all dead. And the corn is coming up. Now we're looking at a cornfield that had very little weeds on it at all. And it's a 30-inch row also. So pretty clean, pretty clean. This could have been the weed crop that could have been in there. So it's pretty interesting to see the chemical burn down and the tillage. I'm walking out here into this bean field, and these beans are they've been planted no-till, vertical till probably at the most. But you're going to notice something here on the population. I get my tape measure out. I'm going to come down here. And you're going to see that that's basically a 15-inch row right there. So your population's really, really great. So I broadcast mine on. This gentleman here, he's drilled them in at 15 inches apart. So his field will produce a lot of beans. Different ways. This was planted before the weeds got on it. It was in corn, brought back into beans. So it's basically weed free. Like I said, there's your spacing, 15 inches apart. Here's another field just up the road from those 15-inch beans. And we'll pull the tape on this. And pull the tape on that. And you can see that's a 30-inch row. Corn as small as you can go on a population is a 30-inch row, because it takes so much nitrogen out that you wouldn't get adequate. Your population would be too great per acre. And you can look down there. This was early corn, and this is probably 4 or 5 inches tall, a good 5 inches tall on Memorial Day. And like I say, those row spacings are 30-inch spacings there. Now here is old school farming, very old school. This is how my bean crop would look. I tilled up all the dirt, had no residue on it, and what's really interesting, you just seen 15-inch row beans. Now I'm going to show you something. That's 38 inches. 38 inches right there. That's what my field would look like if I planted it with my planter. It'd be 38-inch no-till planter, and that's how wide the rows would be. Now you just seen another field where it was planted with 15-inch rows. No weed residue whatsoever on this field. 38-inch rows. Population would be down, but that's the equipment the man chose. Here's another 15-inch row soybeans. A lot of soybeans being planted today. These were planted early. These are 15-inch. They were planted in no-till with some burned down. They didn't get them all burned down. But here again, as you look at the tape measure, we're 15 inches apart, but it has a lot of trash in the field. Now you just looked at that 38-inch roll where it was clean, of no residue, and like I'm trying to make a point, several different ways of going about planting. So if you get the seed in the ground and you're satisfied with it, this has got a lot of watercress in it, and but if you get your seed in the ground and you get germination, there's no real hard set way who's right and who's wrong. Well, there it is right there. If he was planting 38-inch, you picked up one more row in the middle of that. There's 38 inches right there. From that row to here, that's what we had in that last field. And this gentleman picked up one more row in the middle at 15, down the center of it. So it'll increase his crop, but he probably has to put a few more pounds of phosphorus and potassium on it. Now keep in mind, you can get away with putting that many beans in because they transform nitrogen back into the soil where corn doesn't, and so you can't plant 15-inch corn. Now here's a field that's just being tilled today. You can see in the background, zoom back there, it's planted, then vertical tilled, not a weed in it. Old school. So there's no set way of who said what or how it's supposed to be done. This is a no-till field right across the street from the last field. And here again we're at the 30-inch row spacing. Very, very clean field. That corn is, you can see it's 8-9 inches tall, maybe 10, on the 31st day of May, Memorial Day. Well, not the 31st, the 29th day of May, 2017, Memorial Day. Real good looking field. As you can see there in the background, very, very, very clean field. And that's in 40 miles that you've seen different fields now. Most important thing I want you to get out of this little video here is in 40 miles you've seen several different ways of going about planting. From me broadcasting the beans on the 15-inch rows, probably 30-inch rows, and definitely 38-inch row bean crops. Traditional tillage and no-till. So when you're planting your food plots, there's several different ways to go. You're going to have to be the one that chooses the way. So that's it from the non-typical Norwalkian on Goes Around, Comes Around.